Live from Atlanta, Georgia, from the Fox 5 studios, this is Good Day Atlanta.
The bad economic news is enough to make your blood pressure rise. Americans are paying more for gas, home values are dropping, and 401ks are bottoming out. Doctors warn all the stress can have a tremendous effect on our health. They say stress can also suppress the immune system, making us more susceptible to viruses. So it's important to have health insurance, but many people can't afford it in these tough economic times. Lauren Zelson is a health insurance expert, and he's going to share some of his tips on covering medical expenses. Good morning, Lauren. Thank you for stopping by. Well, you know, when you have a lot of folks facing being laid off or companies are cutting back, health insurance is at top of mind.
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people don't understand that once they leave a group insurance policy, they have lots of opportunities out there. In our business model, we actually have the opportunity to quote 300 individual health insurance plans by just putting your information into our website. And then what you get is not only the information, but you also have the opportunity to talk to a licensed health and life advisor.
Well, what is individual health insurance, and what does it offer to families who need coverage?
Well, what it does is it covers you. I mean, it's regular health insurance. There's no difference between that and group, really. The difference really comes down to cost. When you look at a group plan, you're talking about, let's just say a family, about $1,100 a month, where you go to an individual, that same family in an individual plan will be about $400 a month. You can really save some significant dollars.
Absolutely. And how about in terms of finding an insurance advisor? It's really important to shop around for that.
Well, what's interesting about it is that the way we do things is that we actually assign a licensed health and life advisor to you once you put your information in our website. So you're going to talk to a live person. They're going to walk through all of your needs. They're going to make sure that your budget and what your needs are going to be met, and that the right plan is fit for you.
Okay, talk about COBRA and what that means. I know it's an acronym that isn't necessarily important to get into, but cost can really skyrocket.
Right. Well, what you're doing with COBRA is you're essentially buying the group plan, and they're going to charge you 102 to 150% of that group plan, and you're going to end up paying for that. Now, why do that? It's a good reason to do it because you need to be covered really short term, but it only lasts 18 months. So here's a scenario. Somebody's in the hospital, it's the 18th month. Guess what? Your COBRA's over. So what you want to do is you want to buy an individual policy as soon as possible. And what's really unique about individual health insurance is that actually once you own it and you keep paying your premiums, they can't kick you off the rolls. They can't tell you you're fired. So once you have insurance for the rest of your life. Plus, they can't raise the rate on you if you get sick during that time period that you have your health insurance.
Okay, that's important to know.
It's huge, yes.
Yeah, huge. Discount cards, that sounds like it's going to be helpful, but there are really some hidden costs there.
Well, you know what? Discount cards are really not insurance, and I think that's really the key. Most people don't understand that. They go and they buy something, they think it's health insurance, and all it is a discount card, and so they can get a discount on a prescription or a discount on a service, but it's not insurance, and it's a lot of times it's even capped at really like high rates from a perspective of, okay, we're only going to insure you for $25,000 of anything. Okay, well, that's horrible. If you go in and you have surgery and you have a $100,000 bill, well, guess what? $75,000 is still your responsibility.
Right. Okay, and how about buying separate policies for individual family members? Why is that something you suggest?
You know, what's interesting is that when you have a family and you've got adults and then you've got kids, and sometimes an adult will have a condition, okay? And that adult you want to have on their own plan. You may have another adult with the kids on a completely different plan. What it does is it saves you money because it lowers your premium. It separates the person who may be utilizing the insurance a lot more, and it lowers your costs on a monthly basis.
All right, Lauren, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. The name of your company is My Insurance Expert. Go to myinsuranceexpert.com. Very useful information. Shopping for and administering your insurance needs online can make things a lot easier if you do the research and know what you need. Visit our website at myfoxatlanta.com for a link to help you get the process started. It will be in our Seen on TV section after the show.